Over the past few months, I've mastered 20 games.
Stop the cap.
Well, okay, technically not, but we're just gonna say that anyways. And some were really fun, while others not so much. So what better way to find out which one is the best with a good old-fashioned ranking video. I'll be ranking all 20 retro achievement sets I finished, and by the end of the video, you'll be surprised at what makes the top spot. But before I start ranking anything, let me explain how I'm ranking the sets, because this isn't just a best to worst ranking video. I'm grading all the sets using the following 5 metrics: fun factor, achievement design, challenge, respect to the player's time, and content value. First up is fun factor. This is the most important one. If I didn't enjoy playing the set, nothing really saves it. This covers things like, did I actually want to keep playing through the set, and did I enjoy the grind. Next is achievement design. Basically how good the set actually is. Were the achievements creative? Did it make me want to play in new ways, or was it just collecting stuff for the sake of it? Third is challenge, but not just difficulty. I care whether the challenge felt good or not. Did it make me better at the game? Did I learn new routes, secrets, or mechanics and actually mastered something? Or was it just annoying repetition until I got lucky and finished the set? Fourth is respect to the player's time. This is where grinding, missable trophies, and replaying huge sections comes in. Sets can be tough but fair, and others just waste time. And lastly is content value. This one is more so for me and the channel. Some sets just make for better videos. Tough challenges with fails and tricky but doable achievements shine here. So I'll be combining all 5 of these rules into a final overall grade and a rank within the list for each game set. Quick disclaimer before I start, this isn't ranking the games themselves per se. I will be mentioning the quality or lack thereof of said games here and there, but this list is strictly about the sets and the experience I had with them. Otherwise this list would be very different. Now that I covered all my bases, let's get into the list. For my number 20th and least favorite achievement set, yeah, it's Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Not much to say about this cream pie of a set. The game was very boring, frustrating to play, and the sets only highlight that. Achievements just boil down to collect everything in the level, then move on. The only real challenge besides just surviving through the game was the Arctic 2 collector achievement, but even that was in no way a fun challenge. Unless you have the perfect run first try, which I highly doubt, it's gonna take a few several attempts to nail that level down, ultimately inflating the time it takes to master this simple set. I will say that despite all of that, the content value I was able to make from it was solid enough for a video, so it's not entirely bad. Moving on, next in the ranking is Fairly OddParents Breaking the Rules. This one isn't as bad as Cyber Chase per se, but the game and by the extension the set is just boring. The set is very short and easy, so it doesn't eat up too much of your time, but it also lacks any creativity. I won't blame the devs so much as they don't have much to work with in this game, sadly. The set did have some level specific challenges there, but it's few far in between and doesn't justify it to be anything but below average. There's nothing here that will push you to be challenged or creative. Next is the sequel, Fairly OddParents Shadow Showdown. Quite literally an exact copy of Breaking the Rules. So what makes this set better than that game? Well, Shadow Showdown is better in every way. The collectibles here fit better for an achievement set than the cards in Breaking the Rules, giving Shadow Showdown a bit more of an edge. Still, the set is very checklist based, is very one note and formulaic, and lacks any real challenge that pushes me to move towards mastery. And as for content value, the video has its highlights with me missing some collectibles, but overall not the most exciting video. Coming in at number 17 is Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure. I know what you guys are thinking. Wait, I thought you loved Crash. Why is it so low? Guys, this achievement set is fairly basic and doesn't really have much room to breathe considering it's for a GBA game. The set is mainly just collecting crystals and gems and relics. They took away the deathless level achievements that are a staple in the mainline games. The platinums are very easy as well despite drip 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 and no fly zone being a pain in my ass. However, they did help me overcome the GBA jump delay that this game has, but it also has its frustrations at points as well. Overall, just a middle of the road video I made to cover another Crash game. Another sequel better than its predecessor. Number 16 belongs to Crash Bandicoot and Tranced. Like Huge Adventure, the set is just average at best. No deathless level achievements or damageless boss achievements as well. The only edge this set has over the others below it is that it tries with some creative level challenges like 2003 A Space Catastrophe or Look at Me Now. Platinums are a bit more challenging and help me improve with the mechanics of the game, especially with the super slide. But outside of that, this is just a slightly better version of Huge Adventure in every aspect. Now this next one might be a bit shocking, but coming in at number 15, I have Tied to Bush Rescue. Why is this shocking, you ask? Well, this is an example of a game I love to death, but the set just doesn't do enough to help it stand out amongst the others. Achievement set is slightly better than Tie 1, but the reason Tie 1 is over it is the challenge aspect. Tie 2 lacks that difficult challenge that Tie 1 has. The race achievements are a close contender, but they were annoying more than fun and were not enough to help bolster the set. And as for grinding, the art of Tie 2 isn't as bad as the art of Tie thanks to individual level counters for collectibles. However, you will be grinding for opals to unlock the more expensive boomerangs and upgrades at the end. So I had to dock points out for that. Overall, very structured, but checklisty set and video as well. Okay, now for the opposite of the previous entries. Coming in at number 14, we have Tie the Tasmanian Tiger. This achievement set wasn't the most creative, but it does have a few highlights that separate it from Tie 2 and the other games below it. The Gauntlet Challenge was a fun achievement to do and made me learn some skips in order to complete it. The Art of Tie sucks ass and added on some time to the overall completion, but the challenge it added along with the damageless boss achievements rounded it out overall. As for content purposes, the Gauntlet Challenge was a nice hook for the video, but despite that, it was just an average set to go through and highlight an underrated game. Alright, I got another controversial pick, but stick with me. Number 13, I have Spyro the Dragon. Guys, before you come at me, remember I'm talking about the set, not the game. Spyro 2 is still fun as hell to play, but the set is at best okay. This is a collectathon, so most of the set boils down to get all things within a level for an achievement, then move on to the next level. The set also lacks any real difficulty besides Dragonopolis Now, but the set has pretty efficient progression and doesn't have any points where you will be grinding. It did make for a fun video, and showcasing the flight levels, speed runs were a great time. Definitely a C tier set. Coming in at number 12, we have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. Now I do have a soft spot for this game like all the others on the list, but the achievement set isn't the most exciting. Similar to Battle for Bikini Bottom, it has a bunch of achievements for each Goofy Goober token, inflating the set drastically. The dev times, however, were a surprisingly needed challenge along with the King Neptune boss challenges. I had a blast with them, but they did add a bit of time in terms of grinding. There are some missable achievements, but they can be grabbed with a cheat code. Look, it's SpongeBob, so it's always going to be content gold with the memes and clips, especially from the movie, making for a great time editing and recording. Overall, a solid set with a little challenge sprinkled in. For number 11, we have Crash Bandicoot 1, another middle-of-the-road set for a classic game. This achievement set does have some creative achievements, mainly with the bosses. The rest of the achievements are fairly standard and don't break the mold. The set doesn't really test my skills, although I'm very familiar with Crash games, so that's not a big knock on it. Bandicoot Abuse is the only missable achievement, but missing it can cause you to play a good chunk of the game. The set is also fairly short and a quick game to knock out as well. As for content value, this one was the first game I did a video on. Plenty of fun deaths and montages. Overall, just barely shy of the top 10. Okay, before we get into the top 10 achievement sets, I want to know, what do you guys think will be my number 1 game? Drop it in the comments, but you better not cheat, I'm gonna find out. Anyways, let's get into the top 10. Coming in at number 10, we have SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. The fun factor is there, this is a great game to play, rivaling how I felt playing Spyro 2 and 3. The sameness of the achievements does hurt it though. Having an achievement for each spatula in the game is a bit repetitive and drops it down in creativity. Where it makes up for it a bit is the boss achievements. The Robo Patrick one is arguably one of the better ones I've done so far in any game. Overall, the set is pretty easy and doesn't offer much challenge outside of the boss ones. You also have to do some grinding similar to Tie 2 for the last few golden spatulas. Another fun video to do and have plenty of content to make from it as well. At number 9, we have Crash Twinsanity. I'm just warning you guys now, expect to see a bunch of Crash up here.
We know.
Twinsanity is a fun game despite the unfinished nature of it. The set does an admirable job trying to make the most out of it. The design of the set is similar to other Crash games. The deathless level achievements are a good challenge and the damageless boss achievements are a needed challenge, although they aren't all that challenging. The speedrun achievement is the high point of this set, though you don't have to do any crazy skips. The time trials for the Humula skate levels suck ass, but that's more of a hit to the jank of the game. Despite that, this was a fun game to cover and had plenty of funny moments and deaths to create a solid video. At number 8, I have Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. This is my favorite Spyro game, yet it's not my favorite Spyro set. The set is very chill like the game, and I would 1000% replay the set. I would say it's the second best Spyro achievement set behind Spyro 3, despite it mainly being 100% achievements. It has some challenge achievements, but not many. The boss ones are probably hard, but can be cheese if you have the Super Flame power up from 100% in the game. Despite that, there are no missables or grinding and has a solid structure to the achievement set, overall making for a fun video in the end. Coming up at number 7, we have Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. Most of what applies to Spyro 2 applies to Spyro 3. The achievement set is still very standard for a collectathon, but this time the damageless boss achievements cannot be cheese and there are a lot more of them. The skill point achievement is just overall better in this game, but the achievement set still lacks that anchor achievement or achievements that some of the upper sets have. Honestly, this and Spyro 2 can be switched depending on which game you prefer, but due to the slight abundance of boss challenges, I'll have to give the slight edge to Spyro 3. Okay, we're almost at the top 5, and guys, this one may surprise you. Coming in at number 6, we have Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Yes, if this was a list based on the games I like, this would be number 1 without a doubt. But unfortunately, that's not the point of this list. Crash Bandicoot 2 is a fun game, for me obviously, so I absolutely enjoy going through the set. Bringing in the deathless all boxes achievements from Crash 1 gives this game a whole new breath of life. The time trials were a cool addition, although they were a bit easy. The base set prior to the revisions didn't have any boss challenges, making it lag behind the other games. However, Hello Darkness My Old Friend and Darkness of the Unknown are easily better achievements than anything in Crash 1. It's still a quick and easy set, and some deathless achievements will test your patience as Crash 2 is known for its insufferable backtracking. This is easily my favorite video I've made so far, plenty of memorable memes and bits, and I had a blast creating this masterpiece. Now it's top 5 time, baby. Starting us off, we have another shocking position, Chicken Little. Yeah, you heard me right. This game is incredibly bad, but the set saves this game. This is the second best achievement set I've done in terms of creativity and challenge. There's plenty of variety with minigame challenges like the baseball game, deathless and damageless achievements, and time attack achievements. Some of these achievements felt a bit RNG, but a lot of it was just one huge skill check. In terms of challenge, this is easily the hardest set on this list, nothing comes close. I got godlike amounts of satisfaction beating these tough achievements and felt like a Chicken Little master. So with all that praise, why is it number 5? Well, maybe the fact that this set took me 37 hours to master, my longest time so far, and had to take a break from it, could be a slight reason why.
Fair enough.
Prepare to sink some time into this bad boy, as some achievements you will probably not get on your first attempt. Thankfully, you can do some of them on easy or normal, so that can shave off a bit of time. Clearly, you guys think this is the best video on my channel, and I wouldn't argue with you. I'm making a video about a mid game where hard achievements equal success, so I will take it. Coming in at number 4, we have Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex. Wrath of Cortex over Crash 2 over all the Spyro games? Yep. This is a prime example of the fun factor and the challenge of the set enhancing the game and its experience. Yes, on paper, Crash 2 and the Spyro games would be a better game, as this is a glorified copy of Crash 3. However, that's what helps Wrath of Cortex a lot. Yes, the set is very similar to Crash 3, you still have deathless all boxes achievements and time trials, but it also has boss challenges built into the set and are actually challenging, which Crash 2 lacked prior to the revisions. The set actually made me want to 100% the game and get good at Wrath of Cortex, which is the whole point of achievements. The set was balanced well, no BS achievements or needlessly grindy achievements. The platinums in this game were easier than Crash 3 and CTRs, so for that it can't really go over them, as that's the main aspect that divides the Crash games from one another. Regardless, it's a great game to cover that even to this day people want me to go and master the GameCube set. It might not be the last time you see Wrath of Cortex on the channel. top 3, the cream of the crop. And at number 3, we have Crash Team Racing, one of my favorite sets for one of my favorite games. There was a point where this set was addicting to play, and that's not something I was expecting when I started it. This achievement set does have some bloat, mainly with each track having the Platinum Relic, End Trophy, and Oxide achievement. Despite that negative, there were plenty, and I mean plenty, of challenge and variety to balance it out. To boost the achievements, beating the boss race's item list, and all the item challenge achievements were easily some of my favorites. This set covers every aspect of the game as well, which is a major aspect, and I felt like I truly mastered CTR by the end of the set. Also, the set isn't lengthy or grindy despite having time trials and platinums. There's no missables, so you can even play the set blind as well. From a content perspective, this is another favorite video of mine. The set was structured well and made for an easy flowing video with plenty of memes, fails, and funny skits. Coming in at number 2, we have Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I've already mentioned Crash 3 a lot in passing, but yes, the fun factor is perfect here. Combine a great game with a great set and you get a recipe for fun. The set is still similar to Crash 2 and Cortex with the damageless all boxes broken achievement, but the creativity shines with the no box broken achievements. This forced me to play levels in a way I didn't think I could ever do, to be honest. That's what Retro Achievements is all about, so hats off to them. Boss challenges return and are the best Crash specific boss challenges I've done so far. The relics are probably second behind CTR, though I think Nitro Kart will change that, and the challenge is there as well. It's all perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced. This whole thing should be.
The relics will probably be the biggest time sink in this set, as some may cause a bit of trial and error. While the 100% grind is standard, so it's not too bad. As for content value, the full relic runs really add to the video and gave it a bit of a guide-like style. The video still has its fair share of memes and hype moments, so another banger alert. Look, I already know what some of you are going to be like. What the fuck? How did this game get higher over Crash Trilogy, CTR, and the Spyro Trilogy? At number 1, and my favorite retro achievement set I've done so far, we have Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue.
Wait, what?
No, I'm not joking. Toy Story 2 is my highest rated retro achievement set. For the fun factor, this game is a blast to play through with a solid gameplay loop and collectibles, and the achievements actually make it even better. This is the best designed set I've completed so far, and yes, it does have a similar issue like some of the other collectathons I've played, but what makes this stand out more than them is the creativity of the challenges. It's how they took advantage of that sameness is what shines here. The challenge achievements for each level and boss actually test your mastery and understanding of the game and its mechanics in every aspect. Some challenges require some light speed running, while boss achievements test your knowledge of cycles and iframes. This set is very fair and balanced, and has a lot of skill checks like Chicken Little. There's not a lot of BS like that game. Zerg, Spider Gun Roll, and fighting the 3 bosses at the end of the game are some of the standouts, but there are more. There are a few missable achievements, mainly for collecting something prior to having a power-up, but despite that, the set isn't unfair or time-consuming. The only achievement that is kind of annoying is the Tarmac Trouble-like puzzle.
I hate you. I hate your guts.
And as for a video, this is probably my most in-depth video I've made. It's less meme and funny haha, and more just focus on the achievements and the best way to get them. It fits perfectly as a guide than any other video I've made up until this point, and that's why it's the number 1 retro achievement set. And with that, this is my official ranking list for the 20 sets I've completed. I don't think I'll get through another 20 or 30 sets before the year is up, so next year we'll do a sequel to this with more games added to the list. If you guys enjoyed this different style of video, consider leaving a like on the way out, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. New sets and videos will be coming soon, so as always guys, keep it gaming. Take care.